Let me share my screen. Okay, so screen is visible to everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So today we are just going to see this Power BI concept. Okay, so now first of all, let's understand that what exactly the Power BI is. Okay, so it is a product of Microsoft and it is a data visualization tool. Okay. Now, so Power BI is basically a product of this Microsoft and it is a data visualization tool. In Power BI, we have the multiple products, but in organization, basically you are going to work on two products only. Okay, what are the two products? One is Power BI desktop and second is Power BI services. Okay, so now let's understand the concept of this one first. So Power BI desktop, it is basically a desktop application. It is a desktop application where you can import the data from multiple data sources like Excel, CSV or the text file or the SQL or web page or Snowflake, etc. Okay, from the multiple data sources, you can import the data into Power BI desktop and can perform the ETL concepts and create final visualization. Okay, so in Power BI desktop, what actually we do, we import the data from any of the data sources. If your data is existing on the Excel file, okay, the data which you have to use to create the dashboard or create the visualization, if my data is into the Excel or in CSV or a text file or in any of these data sources, so then we are going to import the data. And now if we have to perform the some kind of a data massaging into my data if that is required, so we can perform this ETL concept. I will come on that point, no need to worry about it that what is a ETL. Okay, and when my data is completely clean and ready to prepare the visualization, then we will create the dashboard or the visualization in the Power BI desktop. When you have created the Power BI desktop, then how you will share with the other users to see your visualization. So we have to publish the dashboard which you have created on Power BI desktop. You have to publish on this Power BI services. Okay. So it is a cloud-based application. Cloud-based application where you publish the dashboard or visualization and share with other users and put the controls. Okay. So in Power BI services, basically we are going to publish the dashboard. We are going to share with the other users and put the controls. So what kind of controls? Like you want to share the dashboard with a read-only mode. You want to give the completely access to the user, or you want to give as a read-only to the user. Okay. and also the multiple things are available on this Power BI services, which we will see into the more detail. Okay. So now for the installation, this is Power BI desktop installation. Okay. So look, as I said, it is a desktop application, Power BI desktop, and Power BI services, I said it is a cloud-based application. So what is the mean by this desktop application and the cloud-based application? The mean is that desktop application means one software will be downloaded, which you have to install into your system. And cloud-based application, if I talk about, for this, you do not need to install any software into your system. It will open on the browser. Okay, cloud-based application means it will open on the browser, and desktop application means one software you will download and you will install into your system. Okay, so for this Power BI desktop, the first requirement is, or the only requirement you can say, is 64-bit. Okay, 64-bit. System should be your 64-bit. And the second thing, you should have the proper domain email ID. Okay, proper domain email ID, what it is mean? It means it will not take your Gmail ID. It will not take your Outlook ID. Okay. It will take a proper Gmail, proper email ID, which is apart from the common or a public email IDs. Okay. Like you can use your official email ID as well. Okay. Like this one, apart from the public email ID. Okay. So first of all, let's see how you are going to install this one. Then I will show the more details for this Power BI desktop and Power BI services concept. So simply you have to go on the Google and simply type download Power BI desktop. That's it. And here you can see the first link, download Power BI desktop from official. Just simply click on that. Once you will click on that, here you can see this download option. Okay. Once you will just click on download, it will ask you that which version you want to download. So I want to download this Power BI desktop for 64-bit. So simply select this one and click on download. Once you will click on download, one exe file will be downloaded and simply you have to install this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna share this link into the chat window. So from there, you can directly use this link, and once you click on this one, you will be able to see this page. I have pasted this URL into the chat window. Please follow this one and see you are able to see this page or not. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can anyone share the screen so I can simply guide that how you should install this one? Anyone
Yes,
who has joined from the system?
yes, sir. Yes,
Sandhya, right?
yes,
Okay. Yes. Please share the screen.
yes.
Okay. Click on a download. Then the pop-up, yeah. So 64-bit, the second one, below one, the PBI desktop setup. Yeah, correct. Click on a download. So it is downloading on the top if you see. Yeah, just click on this. Okay, let it download. Others also please follow the same steps who has joined from the system. So parallelly you can go for this installation. Okay. Others also please follow the same steps to download this one. And once it is downloaded, then I will show the installation and follow the same steps. Okay. Just a moment, let it complete.
Okay.
It is done.
Yes.
Yeah, now open this one. No, wait, it's getting downloaded. Just hover the cursor on that. Yeah, it is still downloading, right? Yeah, now this is downloaded. Now, yeah, click on this
Okay.
folder. Yeah. Okay, so this kind of a application will be downloaded. Okay, now double click on this.
That's what it is.
Any window got open? No, here only. Any window got open?
No, no.
No. Okay, let it open.
I just clear it.
No, beyond that is 1 second. Just wait. Just click on this window.
See? It's okay.
Hmm. You have clicked multiple times, I think. Just close one window. At the back end, you are also getting the another window, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Just close one window.
Okay.
Yes. Click on a yes. Okay. Now here you have to select this English, which is the default language. Now click on the next.
You want to unlock this power. So,
Any window is appear?
yes, so do you want to unlock this
Sandhya,
power?
can you please speak a little bit loud? Your voice is very low.
Yeah, it's asking like, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device?
Your voice is very low. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, tell me.
Yeah, it's asking like, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device?
Yes, click on a yes.
Yeah, okay, bonus.
Because I'm not able to see that window which you are talking about.
Okay. Actually, it appear on black screen.
Mhm. Yeah. So have you clicked?
Yes, I want to click.
Oh. Okay. So below you can see there are two the icons. Click on the
Yes.
second icon.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And click on the first icon. What is this?
The same page. One came to the
Just
back.
close one.
This one. First one I have to press.
Hmm.
The second one, this one.
It says finish. Now
Finish.
click on a finish.
Okay. Yeah.
And what is the another one? This icon in the taskbar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's preparing me to
Yeah, it's
install.
preparing to install. Nah? Let it
Yeah.
in. Let just wait. Yeah. Just a moment. Click on the next. Click I accept the license term and then click on the next. Next. Then click on install. Okay, so it will take some time to get it installed. Do let me know once this is installed. Everyone has followed the same step, please. Any any challenges or any issues in the installation or downloading this Power BI? Anyone? No.
No, it's done till here.
Yep.
Okay, great, great.
So could you please share me that link?
Sorry.
Could you please share me that link in chat box again?
Okay, let me share that again. Yeah, in chat window I pasted again. Okay, let it download. Let this installation complete, then how it will look like, then I'll show. Let it complete first.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's done for me.
let it install. Yeah, click on a finish. Okay, now this is done. Just minimize all these windows. You can close this, no worries. Hmm. Yeah, minimize. Minimize this Outlook.
Images.
On the top, you are able to see na minimize option.
Application.
No, that option. Yeah, close. So here you can see on your close this window, please.
Okay.
So here you
Yes.
can see this Power BI desktop. Okay.
Yes.
Now you can open this, double click, and it will get open. Okay. So it is successfully installed.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Okay. So this is the way of this installation. Okay. Now I have shared my screen again. So before I move further, anyone has any challenges in the installation or in the download, please do let me know. Then I'll just move further. No issues, everyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now let's understand the concept of this Power BI working. Okay. So for an example, suppose you have the data set, suppose which is the sales data dot XLSX. Now you have the data set into this Excel file, and using the data, you have to prepare the visualization. So what you will do is, first of all, this data set we are going to import into Power BI desktop. Okay. So this is my Power BI desktop application. So in this Power BI desktop, what we are going to do is this sales data file we are going to import into Power BI desktop. So when your data is successfully imported into this Power BI desktop, then as per the user requirement, we will just create the visualization or the dashboard. Okay. So in Power BI desktop, you are going to create the visualization. So for example, you have created these visualizations here. Okay. Suppose this is the one visualization you have created. This is the another visualization. This is the another visualization. And this is the another visualization. Okay. Now, this kind of a visualization, suppose you have created into your Power BI desktop. This is visualization 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. Now, you have created, suppose this dashboard, or you have created this visualization into Power BI desktop. Now, first of all, you have to save this file. Okay, when you have created a dashboard, so you have to save this file. So suppose I'm just gonna save this file with the name as a summary dashboard. Okay, and as you know that every file has an extension itself, like for the Excel extension is .xlsx. So same for the Power BI, we have the pbix .pbix. This is the extension of the Power BI desktop file. Okay, always remember, because from the most of the candidates this question was asked, and this question was also asked into the when you just go for the certification of the Power BI desktop. So now suppose I have saved this file summary dashboard.pbix. Okay, now I said you have to share this file. Okay, so first of all, before just go for the share, When you will go for this Power BI desktop, then you have to log in this Power BI desktop with any email ID. Any email ID, if I'm talking about, as I said, this should not contain your general email ID, okay, or the public email ID. So log in Power BI desktop with proper domain email ID. Okay, proper domain email ID. So for an example, suppose this Power BI desktop, okay, where I have created this visualization. Now suppose here you have logged in through the email ID, and suppose for example the email ID is abc@coachx.com. For example, this is the email ID. So through this email ID, you have logged in into your Power BI desktop. And now, when your visualization is completely ready, then you have to publish this one. So where you will just publish this one? In Power BI services. Okay. So now this is your Power BI services. And as I said, Power BI services is basically what? It is basically the cloud-based application, right? Power BI services is basically the cloud-based application. So now this Power BI desktop visualization, which we have created, this summary dashboard.pbix, now this we are going to deploy or publish on this Power BI services. So when you will publish or you will deploy, then in this Power BI services, you will be able to see your dashboard. And always remember, when you publish any dashboard to the Power BI services, then two things are going to get published. What are the two things? One, you will be able to see the report, and second, you will be able to see the data set. Okay, always remember. So two things are going to get published on this Power BI services. One is the report and other one is the data set. Okay, we will see more into details, but understand this concept. Okay, now suppose this summary dashboard you have just published on this Power BI services. Now these Power BI services also should be logged in through this same email ID. Okay, always remember, if you do not have the same email ID, then you will not be able to do that, because Power BI simply says you can share the dashboard within this organization. Okay, always remember. I'm just mentioning here. This is the one of this important point. Okay, you can share the dashboard within the organization only. Okay, what is the mean by this within the organization only? The mean of this one is that who are logged in through the same domain, with them only you can share this dashboard. Okay, so for an example, I have logged in this Power BI desktop with the abc@coachx.com. And now I opened this Power BI services cloud-based application where I logged in through the same abc@coachx.com, which is the email ID. So when I will just publish my dashboard to this Power BI services, it will publish successfully. There is no issue at all. Now I just need to share this dashboard. Okay, what I just need to do? I just need to share this dashboard with the user. So for example, if the email ID has been given to you, okay, the multiple email ID has been given to you. So now I just need to share with them. So for example, the email ID I'm just going to give you with whom you just need to share with. Okay. So for example, I said the email ID example xyz@coachx.com, pqr@coachx.com. Okay. rst@coachx.com. And here suppose RAE and suppose here is the other email ID which is the test.com. I said I have these 4 users. With them I just need to share the dashboard. So now tell me with email ID I will be able to share this dashboard only.
Coach's email ID.
Only with the Coach's email ID, correct? It means in this case, I will not be able to share the dashboard with this email ID, the last one, correct? With this email ID, I will not be able to share the dashboard, correct? So this one, so this email ID, which you are able to see. With this email ID, I will not be able to share the dashboard. I can share the dashboard with all these Coach's email ID which are mentioned over here. Okay, always remember. So this was the question was asked into the interview from most of the candidates, that if you have this kind of a, you have logged in through a one specific email ID, and now you have to share the dashboard with the client or with the other users. So how you will go for this one? So the main concept is that you cannot share the dashboard outside the organization. You can share the dashboard within the same organization only. Okay, so this is the way. And always remember, as I said, when you publish the dashboard, the two things get published. One is the report, one is the data set. Okay. So simply just understand this report. This report is nothing, but this is the dashboard. Always remember this report, which I said, this report is nothing, but this report is basically the dashboard. Okay. And now this data set, which I'm just talking about. So this data set is basically the data set which you created or which you use to create the visualization, which used to create the dashboard. I have written as a DB. Okay. DB is nothing but as a dashboard. This one. Okay. This one. So now which you use to create the dashboard. Okay. And with the user, only you can share the report. It means only you can share the dashboard. You cannot share the data set with the user. Always remember. Okay. So now this is basically the fundamental, or this is the concept. Okay. Now, anyone has any doubt till here? Okay. Now suppose you are the employee of this coachx.com. Okay. And now the coachx basically support a different client. Okay. For example, there is the another client, and suppose this client is basically the any name I'm just taking about. I say, for example, test, I'm just taking test private limited, for example. Okay. Now coachx basically deal with this test private limited. Okay. Coachx basically is supposed to deal with this test private limited, that we will support you in the visualization. Okay. Now, Test Private Limited has shared the data with the Cochex. Okay. And now, suppose this project is assigned to this ABC person. So ABC has the account or the email ID on the Cochex domain, not on this Test Private Limited. So when this person, ABC person, will create the visualization, so he or she will log in with this email ID, right? ABC at the coachx.com. And when published, so it will get published on this the same domain. And then this person will be able to share with the same domain, right? So this person will not be able to see with those persons who are existing on this test.com ID. So in this case, how you will handle this situation? Okay. So what you will do is here, Cochex just need to discuss with this client that this is basically the scenario that in the Power BI, we cannot share the dashboard outside the organization. We can share the dashboard within this organization. So now you have to create an email ID for us on your domain. Okay. So for example, Test Private Limited is agree on that, and they have just created one email ID for the Cochex Power BI developer. And now, for example, they have just created a cochex@test.com. Okay, just a moment, guys. Okay, so now in this case, this Test Private Limited will create a one email ID for this Cochex, and they said, okay, I have created this email ID for you. You can use this email ID. Okay, so now what will happen? This person who is basically the employee of this Cochex, this person will log in with this email ID, okay, with the cochex.com. So the Power BI desktop will log in through this cochex@test.com. Power BI services also will be logged in with the same email ID. And now this person will be able to publish the dashboard on this test.com domain. And then all these dashboards can be shared with the Test Private Limited. Is it clear? The concept is clear to everyone?
Yes, but in that case, like we can't share the same with Coach's team then.
Yes, correct. We cannot. And why we have to share with the Cochex if we are just working with the client?
Okay.
Okay. It is clear?
No, sir. Can you repeat it again? Like, how the Cochex team can send to the Text Private Limited
Okay.
email?
So this Cochex has done a deal with this Test Private Limited that we cannot share the dashboard outside of this organization because this is a limitation of the Power BI. So please create a one email ID for us on your domain so we can create the dashboard and we can publish on this cloud and we can share with you. Okay, so Test Private Limited has created a one email ID for this Cochex. This is the email ID which is created now. Okay, So they have just created a one email ID. Okay, I have created one email ID, coachex@test.com, for your reference. So what you can do is you can simply use this email ID and you can create the visualization and you can share with. So now this ABC person, who is basically the employee of this coachex, has been assigned with this client. So now this ABC person will use this coachex@test.com email ID to log in into the Power BI desktop and to log in into the Power BI services. So then this person will create the visualization as per the requirement. So instead of this abccoachex.com, he or she will log in through the coachx@test.com here in Power BI desktop, and same now in Power BI services with the same email ID. So now this person has logged in through this coachex@test.com into Power BI desktop and created the visualization. And now when this person is going to publish on Power BI services, so Power BI services is also logged in through the same email ID, coachex@test.com. So visualization is created on this same email ID, published on the same email ID. So on which email, on which domain this dashboard is published now? Test.com, correct? So you will be able to share this dashboard with all those users who are existing on this test.com domain. Okay, and test.com domain is for the which client? Test Private Limited.
Yeah.
Correct. So it means this dashboard I can share with all the employee or all the users who are the employee of this Test Private Limited. Is it clear now?
Yeah, yes, sir, got it.
Okay. Now, the one person was asked that that you have created this visualization on the test.com, and obviously we cannot share with this coachex.com. And now suppose if I say this dashboard, okay, now let's take an example in this way. Suppose this Test Private Limited has a two different domain. Okay, let's see the concept. Test Private Limited is dealing into the two different domain. One domain is @test.com. Okay, and the second is, suppose I'm just taking as a another domain over here. Okay, that a here I say testpvt.com. Okay, suppose this one. So these are the two different domains or not? Correct. So this is dealing in two different domains. Test Private Limited is dealing on two different domain. One is the test.com and second is a testprivate.com. Two different domains you can see. Is it clear? Everyone till here first of all?
Yes.
Now this Test Private Limited says I am using the two different domain, and your developer who is creating this dashboard needs to share the dashboard with those employees who are existing on either test.com or who are existing either on this testpvt.com, with both. So now, as Coachex has asked to create the email ID on the domain, so this email ID was created by this Test Private Limited. But this ID is existing on which domain?
Test.com.
Test.com. So will you be able to share the dashboard with the testprivate.com?
No.
No. Correct. So in this case, how you will tackle this situation? Okay. This was basically the ask from the candidate, how you will tackle this situation. Okay. So first of all, we cannot go beyond this concept. Okay. I cannot share the dashboard outside of this organization. Okay. So what you can do is the dashboards which you have created on this test.com. Okay, the dashboard file, for example, this summary dashboard.pbix. So I can share this pbix file with the user, and I can say, okay, I'm sharing the raw file. Okay, that is nothing but the Excel file which I have used. I'm sharing this PBIX file with you. You can use into your system and you can share with them who are existing on this testprivate.com. Okay, I cannot share with this testprivate.com people because I have logged in through this test.com and I do not have any account on this testprivate.com. So I can share this dashboard only with those users who are existing on my same domain through which I have logged in. Okay, always remember. Okay, so in this case, this is the only way. It is clear? And one more important thing, it doesn't mean that if you have logged in through this test.com and you have created this dashboard, so I cannot open this dashboard in any other email ID. So no, you can open this one, but you cannot share. Okay, so simply the email ID through which you have logged in into your Power BI desktop, with the same email ID you have to log in into your Power BI services, and only with those users you can share who are existing on the same domain. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubt, any query? No. Great. So let me open the Power BI desktop. I'm opening this Power BI desktop. Let it open. Then I will show the interface to you, how it looks like. So until it is getting open. So everyone has installed this Power BI desktop.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, great. One more thing I want to let you know in this Power BI desktop. Okay, this is let it open. Just a moment, let me open this. Yeah, now it got open. Let me share. Okay, so it will open like this. Okay. Okay, so here you can see the email ID through which I have logged in. Okay, on the top you are able to see my name. Now here, this Power BI desktop. Okay, this is open source, okay, which are free for lifetime. Okay, you can simply download it, you can use, there is no expiry date, okay, there is no trial version. The lifetime means there is no trial version. Okay, this is completely free. If you have installed one time, you can use until you are not going to uninstall this one. But this Power BI services, okay, it contains the trial period for 60 days. Okay, this one. So it contains the trial period for the 16 days. So Power BI contains the trial period for the 16 days. After 60 days, it is going to get expired. Okay, so then you have to take the Power BI Pro license. Okay, and now they also given the one more time that you can just go for the 60 days trial period again. Okay, so don't log in into Power BI services as of now. It's a request to everyone. Don't go for this, because if you log into these Power BI services, so if you have logged in, immediately your 60 days trial version will get in started. Okay, so just use this Power BI services 60 days trial period when we will come on this Power BI services topic. Okay, so from that day you will get this 60 days trial version then. Okay, so don't log in into Power BI services as of now. When we will come on this Power BI services topic, then go for this. Okay, now when you will open this Power BI desktop application, so this is the interface. This kind of phase you will be able to see. In the left hand side, there are three things. One is a report preview, second is a table view, and third is the model view. The first is a report view. Report view means in this report view section, you will be able to see all the visualizations into this canvas. This area which I have highlighted into this gray out, this area is nothing but known as a canvas. Okay. So all the visualizations which you have created into this canvas, you will be able to see into this report preview section. Into this table view, if you have imported any table, and now in the right hand side you will be able to see the table, and in this gray out area you will be able to see the data set. Okay, that what kind of a data set you have imported, like the headers, records, each and everything, you will be able to see this. And here in this model view, you will be able to see the relations. So this is also the one of the most important thing. I will come on this point later on. So this is basically the this is basically the model view section. This basically we use when we have to create the relation between two or more than two tables. Okay. Now on here, this mid section, as I said, this mid section is basically the canvas. Then we have this filter section. If you want to implement the filter, we can use this. And now this is the visualization. So using your data set, what kind of a visualization or the graph you want to create, you can use the visualizations from here. But Power BI also given has the feature to us that apart from these visualizations, if you want to use any other visualizations which is not mentioned over here, so yes, we can also use that. And here is the option, get more visuals, which we will see practically. Then in the right hand side, you are able to see this data section. So in this data section, you will be able to see all the data sets which you have imported. Okay, so as of now, I have not imported any data set, so I'm not able to see that. Okay, so the first step to create the visualization in Power BI desktop, the first step is to import the data. My data can exist on the Excel file. My data can exist on the SQL server. My data can exist on the web page. My data can exist on Snowflake, Oracle, SAP, and a SharePoint in any of the other data sources, right? So here you can see the some common data sources has been given outside like Excel, SQL, and so on. Okay. Here is the recent source. If you have used any, the data set recently, so you will be able to see it over here. Okay. So now just simply click on this get data. If you click on this get data, you are able to see this common data sources. Okay, if you have the data in Excel, you can select the Excel workbook. If you have the data on SQL, you can select SQL, text or a CSV file, web page. Okay, and if you click on a more, once you click on a more, it will open a page which is basically the get data page. You can see the window or the wizard, and here you can see in the all, you can see all the data sources from where you can import the data into your Tableau desktop. You can see, right? If I say I want to go for the Snowflake, so you can go for the Snowflake from here. Okay, so now, like here, if you just want to see the data data source which I want to use existing or not, here is the search option also. If in the search, if I say Snowflake, so if I type is snow, you can see snow. Okay, and this is into this database category. So in the left hand side, all your data sets are categorized into this data section. If you click on this file, so all these are related to the file. If you click on this database, all these are basically related to the database. Okay, then Power Platform, Azure services, online services, then this other. Okay, like this. If your data is existing on this SharePoint list, from the SharePoint you want to connect with, so you can just go with this SharePoint list. Okay, if your data is existing on Microsoft Exchange, you can just go for this Microsoft Exchange as well. Okay, so all these are given to you. Now it's up to you that which are basically the client database. Okay, so you can use this one. You can also use this blank query. So now, for example, if your data is existing on the Excel file, so you can simply select this Excel file, and now it will give you the option as a browse, and you can select that Excel file. But it's not like that every time you will get the browse option. No, it depends on that which data set you are selecting. Like for example, you are selecting the Snowflake, so it will ask the URL, it will ask the login credentials, same for the SQL. If you are using this Excel workbook to get this data or to import this data, it will give you the browse option that please select your Excel file. You will select the Excel file, you will import the data. If you are using the web activity, so in the web browser, it will ask for the URL that from where you want to import the data, you will get the URL. Okay, so it depends on that what data set what data sources you are using. So according to that, you can go for that. Okay, it is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay, so just a moment, let me open that folder. Okay, so that data set I will share with the team. Okay, so now, okay, so now for example, I just want to import this data set. Okay, so before import the data set, let me ask the team to share the data with you on the Telegram group, which is the sales data set. Okay, just a moment. Okay. So I have asked to them, so they will share with you. Okay. So you will get it, no worries. And do let me know if you have received on the Telegram group. Okay. So now simply you have to click on this Excel workbook. Once you will click on this Excel workbook, it will ask for the browsing options. So here you can see I just need to select my file. So I have selected my file and simply click on a open, nothing else. So now you can see it is creating the connection between your Excel file and your Power BI desktop. So now you can see it has given you this wizard where you are able to see this sales data.xlsx file which I have shared, okay, which I have imported. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment, let me tell them. Just a moment. Just a moment, let me email to them so they can share with you. So immediately you can do the practice as well. Just a moment. Okay, so screen is visible, right, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so now you can see this Excel file I have just imported. Okay, sales dataset dot xlsx. Here in this file, you can see I have this tab which is sheet 1. If I just select this one, so in the right hand side, you will be able to see the preview. Preview is that what kind of a data do we have into this page or in this sheet. You can see our data preview over here. Okay, here if I want to import this data, I just need to check this box and I just need to click on this load. Okay, so here is a load and transform data. Load, it means my data is completely clean and ready for the visualization. I will click on the load. If some kind of data massaging or the data cleaning is required into my raw data, I will go for the transform data. But it doesn't mean that if you have loaded the data, then you cannot transform it. No, we can also do that. But they have just given this option over here itself. Okay. And before go into this load, here you can see, you are able to see the one number which is written into this square bracket, right? As of now, this number is showing as a 1. This number actually represents the number of sheets which you have into this Excel file. So in this Excel file, as of now, how many sheets we have? Only the 1. So that's why this is showing as a 1. If you will have the 3 sheets within this square bracket, this number will represent as a 3. Okay. If you will have the 5 sheets here within this square bracket, you will be able to see as a 5. So this number which is written with this square bracket represent the number of sheets which you have into this Excel file. Okay. Now click on a load. Once you will click on the load, now your data is going to import into your Power BI desktop. So let it import, and it is creating the connection with your data model. So you guys have received the file on the Telegram group?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Please do let me know if you once you receive. I have shared with them, and now they are going to share with you guys. So you can see your data is imported successfully, and in the right hand side you are able to see the sheet 1. If I show you this table view, click on this table view, and here if you will select your table name or the table, so here you can see this is the data set you have imported. You can see this is the data set, correct? And now in the bottom you will be able to see that in sheet 1 we have 51,290 line items. Okay, this one. So this data set we have imported. Now, if you see, if you hover the cursor on this sheet 1, which is nothing but my table name or the data set name, so you will get some details. Look, the name is sheet 1. Storage mode, you have imported this data. Data refresh time, when you have imported this data on this date and this time. Okay, which is showing it over here. If you'll expand this, you will be able to see all the headers which you have into that Excel file or into this data sheet which you have imported. Now, here with a few headers, you are not able to see any icon, like for the category, for the city, for the country, and so on. You are not able to see any icon. Correct? So it means if you are not able to see any icon, it means this contains the data type as a text data type. Okay, always remember. So this contains as a text data type. And where you are able to see this summation sign with a field name, like with this discount, you are able to see. Okay, so now here, if you are able to see the summation sign or the sigma sign, like with a discount, with a profit, with a quantity, with the sales and so on. So if you are able to see any summation sign or the sigma sign, so it represent that this field contains the numeric data type. Okay, it means in this column we have the numerical data. And if there will be any date column, like here you can see this order date and the ship date. So any column where the dates are mentioned. So for that, you will be able to see this calendar icon. Okay, and in the Power BI, the best part is also this one. If you import any date, okay, for example, this is my date column, and from this date, it might be that I just want to use the whole date, or from the date I want to use the year, or I want to use the month, or I want to use the quarters. So now dates are always categorized into this date hierarchy. You can see year, quarter, month, and day. So from any of this state, you can use any of this from here. Okay, this one. So now you can see we have successfully imported this data. Okay, so you guys have received the file, right?
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay,
received.
please download that file and import like I have just imported, and see this is successfully imported. Are you able to see these headers over here? And in this table view, are you able to see this data? Please confirm, then I'll just move further. Just download that, and using this Excel workbook, select Excel file and import the data successfully.
So can you please repeat how to import data?
How to import the data?
Yes, yes.
So simply you can see this get data and Excel workbook. Click on this Excel workbook and select that Excel file.
Can you hear me?
Is it done, everyone?
Yes, it's done.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. Now, so you are able to see the headers and the data set, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So now here we are just going to see a visualization, the small visualization. So where I can let you know the formatting concept. So just focus on the screen, then do the practice. So for example, I want to prepare a visualization, which is the category wise sales. So I have selected this category, just check this, and I have selected this sales also. That's done. So now it is creating the visualization for me. Here you can see which is the category wise sales. And this is into your table visualization. Okay. If you want to change any visualization, you can change it. Like if you click on this column chart, it will convert into column. If you click on this pie chart, it will convert into pie. If you click on a table, it will go into this table format. Okay. So like if you have this into this table format, and now I just want to perform the some kind of a formatting into this visualization. So as this visualization is basically into very small font, and now if I want to increase the font, so it doesn't mean that if you'll stress this visualization, so the font is going to increase. No. So what you have to do is you have to select the visualization in which you want to perform the formatting. So like in this, I want to perform the formatting. So I will click on this visualization. I have selected this, and now then in this visualization pane, you will be able to see this format your visuals. Just click on this. Once you click on this format your visuals, you will be able to see all these visuals related formatting options. So like for example, I want to increase the font of this header like category and sum of sales. So you can go into this column headers and you can see this font options. Okay. So if I want to change the font name, like here I selected this UI bold. So you can see on the screen, this is converted into the bold. If you want to increase the font size, I can increase the font size from here. Look, the font size got increased. You can see on the screen, right? This one. If you want to fill any color over here, okay, so you can fill the color also. So you can see background color. So like background color, suppose I just click on this background color, and now any background color you can select. Like I selected this blue color in the background. Blue is filled, and now this text color or the font color I have selected as a white. So you can see. Okay. If you want to go for the header alignment, the left alignment, right alignment, or the center alignment, so you can go with this alignment options. Okay. Left alignment is this. We have the center alignment. Then we have the right alignment like this. Okay. You can perform this alignment concepts. Now, I want to increase the font of these values like furniture, office suppliers, and all these amounts and all. Okay, so you have to go into this values section. Go into this values and you can increase the font from here. So look, the font got increased. You can see, correct? So you can increase the font from here. Okay, for the values. Okay, if you want to change the color as well, then the same thing you can perform text color, background color, you can change the font and so on, the normal formatting options. Okay, now suppose in this total, I just want to perform some formatting into this total. So here you can see this total options. Okay, click on this total, and I said suppose if I do not want to show this grand total, so what I will do is I'll just uncheck this. You can see this is turn on. Just uncheck this. Grand total is turn off. If you want to get it back, turn this on. This is back. And now in place of this total, I want to show as a grand total. So I can rename this label. Okay, if I mention as a grand total, so you can see on the screen, it is mentioned as a grand total. Okay, and for this total, if you want to put some different color, so you can put the different color from here. Like for the grand total, if I say this color, so you can see the grand total is into the different color. Okay, so now you can see I have performed this formatting. Just perform this formatting till here. Just create this category wise sales and then select your visualization and perform this format visuals. Just perform this, everyone. I have done this column headers activity, values activity, and total sales. Just perform this.
Sir, I'm not able to import the data.
What error you are getting?
Actually, my Excel, when I open that Excel, it is when I do enable editing, it is not able to save, sir.
Share the screen.
Yeah.
Where you have, please share the whole screen, the complete screen. I'm able to see only this Power BI. Have you shared the entire screen?
One.
Yeah. Unshare the screen and share again with the entire screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is that Excel file which is shared with you? Just open that Excel file.
It's not able to save. It is
No,
showing.
no, no, no. Click on OK first of all. Click on the enable editing first of all.
See, I'm not able to edit it.
We do not find this X. Have you moved somewhere? Just close this Excel file first. No worries. Close this. Close this Excel file.
It's not closing all.
From the taskbar, close it. Right click on the taskbar. You have used the multiple files. Not sure why. Right click on the taskbar. Taskbar in the bottom. Yeah, bottom taskbar. You are able to see the zoom option in the bottom.
Yeah.
उसके बगल में आप click करो. Then the right side. Little bit right. Little bit right. Little bit right. Yeah, do the right click. Go into task manager. Then select the Microsoft Excel and this. Below is the taskbar window, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now select that Excel file and click on End Task. Don't do the double click, please. As I said, just select and click on the End Task. Yeah. Now close this window. Your all Excel files are closed, okay? Now, let me know where you have saved that Excel file which is shared with you guys. Save as. Click on a save as. Yeah, save that Excel file. Where that file is saved. Just open, yeah, Excel file, just click. Click on enable editing. Just a moment, yeah. Now go for the save as option. File and save as. And save this file into your system. And look, where you have saved, are you aware from the location where you have saved this file?
I am.
Okay, no worries. Then go into Power BI desktop and click on that Excel workbook. Select that Excel file. This one. Now click on open. Now it will connect.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Everyone just perform this formatting first and do let me know if you have done or if you have any challenges. Okay.
It's done
Sir,
for
can you
me.
hear me?
Okay.
It's done for me too.
Okay, great.
Information.
Okay, great.
Sir, I'm unable to select the columns in the sheet.
Sorry,
I'm unable to select the columns in the sheet.
unable to select.
Yes, sir.
Sandhya, basically, I'm not sure if there is a issue with your mic or what. Everyone is able to properly listen to Sandhya, or the voice is very slow to me only,
No, for me also, voice is very low.
right? Yeah. So Sandhya, your voice is very low.
Can you hear me now?
No, sorry.
Now? I think now it's better.
Sandhya, your voice is very low. Can you speak a little bit louder, please?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, actually, I'm unable to like select the columns. Can I share my screen?
Let me make it the presenter. Yeah, share the entire screen, please.
Yeah.
You are the host.
So here I've imported the data.
Look, you have selected this another visualization. In the visualization, you can see select the top, table. Click on this table, right side, below one,
This one,
go below. Yeah, go below. Then, yeah, little bit up, one more row up. In the right hand side, the third one.
this one.
Yeah, this one. Click on this.
Okay,
Okay, and you have not used. Okay, just expand this. The sheet one, the right hand side, the data.
this
Right
one.
hand side data. No,
Okay,
no, no, no. Select the category and select the sales.
okay, okay. Now I'm able to.
Just wait, it will create.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I think everyone has created this formatting, right? Now, what you have to do is the visualizations formatting which you have done, the two things I want to implement over here. The first thing, I want to give the border around. The second thing, I want to add a title of this visualization, like category wise sales. Title I want to add and border I want to give. The two things. So first of all, let's see for the title. So always remember, here you will be able to see the format visuals option when you will select any visualization. So I selected this visualization. Then in this, I want to perform the formatting and click on this format your visuals. And now you can go into this general tab, this one. Click on this general and you can see the title, which is the turn off. So turn on this title, and now expand this, and here you can mention the any title which you want to give. So I want to give the title, like I say, category wise sales. So you can see on the top, the title is given now. You can perform the formatting on the title. Like I said, I want to keep the font name, whatever the font name you want to keep. You want to increase the some font size like this. I want to keep this center. In the background, I want to give some color like this. Text color I want to give as a white. So you can see I have just given this title on this top. You can see the chart title I have just given, and I have performed this formatting. Okay. So in this general tab, you have to go this title. If this is the turn off, you have to turn on this title. So turn on this title, you will be able to see this title wizard, and here you have to give the title whatever the name you want to give, like I given as a category wise sales. So you can mention this one, and here you can perform the formatting on your header or your title. The second thing, I want to give the border. So always remember, for the border, for any of the visualization, the title and the border you will get into general tab. So for the border, where you will go? Go into effect. In the effect, if you scroll down, you can see this visual border, which is basically the turn off. You have to turn on this by click on this toggle button, expand this, and here you can see the rounded corners. Okay, so like suppose if I have given the rounded corners as a 11, so you can see the rounded corners over here. You can see the border. Okay, and border color you can also go for, if you want to go for the more pixels, you can go for the more pixels as well. It's up to you. Okay, this one, and color you can also give around. Okay, this one. So now just perform these two things. Just give the title, go into general, give the title and give the border. Just go for these two things and see.
So can I share my screen? I'm not able to perform some. Uh, I'm not able to view that.
Have you selected this category and sales?
That's what I'm not able to select that.
Share the screen. You are in the, you are in, not into the report view, na? Just go into the report view first. Expand this. Click on the arrow, na? Click on the arrow button.
Okay.
Just click on this category and sales. See, it is creating.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Now just perform this two things. Title and border.
And if we don't want that curve wala border, then
If you don't want this rounded corners, right?
yes.
So you can go into effect and you can turn off this visual border.
Okay.
Okay. Either you can turn off this visual border or you can give as a 0 pixel over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you show me like in visualization where we have to go? Like I'm not able to extend that visualization back.
You are able to see this visualization?
Yeah. Is it
Just
on the
just
right
click
hand?
on that.
Okay.
Then here in this visualization, you can see format your visuals.
Yeah.
Click on that and here you will get these options.
First we have to select column header, right?
Yeah, for the column related formatting, go with this column headers. For
Okay.
the values related formatting, go into values. For the total related, like I made this a grand total and this amber color or the orange color. So I went into this total options.
Okay.
Done for me.
Okay, let others also complete. Great.
Yes, done.
Okay. Everyone completed this one?
Then I'm not able to see that format visualizations.
Yeah, you are not able to see because you might be you have not selected the visualization. So first you have to select the visualization, as I repeat multiple times. First of all, select your visualization, then you will be able to see this format your visuals option.
Okay, sir, I got.
Okay, yeah. Others also completed this one, the same formatting and all, or anyone is facing any challenges or any issues? Okay, no, then great. Now, one last thing we have to do into this visualization. How many headers do we have into our visualization? Simple, two headers, na? Category and sum of sales, correct?
Yes.
Now, this header, which is basically as a sum of sales, I do not want to make as a sum of sales. I just want to make it as a total sales. I want to rename this header as a total sales. So when you select this visualization, then you are able to see the sum of sales is showing over here. Can you see? Right? So click on this down arrow. Once you click on this down arrow, so the second option you will be able to see as a rename for visuals. Click on this rename. Now it is into the edit mode and you can rename this one. Okay, so I can select and I can say as a total sales. And once I'll just click on this one. Okay. Yes, Ashwini, can you please stop playing with the screen?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, okay.
no worries. Here, just rename this as total sales. Once I will press the enter, can you see it got renamed as a total sales? Look,
Yes.
right? So if you want to rename any header, then you have to select the visualization and you will be able to see all your headers here, and whatever the header you want to rename, you have to click on this down arrow and then go for this rename for visuals. So it will be on the edit mode, then give the name whatever the name you want to keep it and press the enter. Okay, now just convert that and see you are able to convert this total sales or not.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's
great.
change.
Okay, and now suppose if I have just given you this visualization, okay, or someone has shared this visualization with you, and now you are able to see, okay, category and total sales has been used. Okay, and now you are able to see the category and total sales over here. So now you understood, okay, from the data set, two headers has been used, category and total sales. So category you are able to see, but do we have any total sales column over here?
No.
No, right? So here you can see which box is checked over here, sales. So if you hover the cursor on this total sales, you are able to see the sheet one. Sheet one is basically your data set name, and in the square bracket, you are able to see the sales or not.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. It represent that you have used the sales column, which you have uh, changed as a total sales. So sales is the original column name. Got this one?
Yes.
Okay, this one. And like if I select this category, so you can see I have not renamed this, the same name it is showing this one. Okay, so if you want to rename this header, so in this way we can rename this one. Okay, so everyone has renamed the header properly.
Yes.
Okay, now the same thing which we have used the table view, the same thing we are going to perform into the graph. Okay, let's see. Nothing you have to do, same, select the category, select the sales, and now just select this visualization, clustered column chart. Click on this. So when I have clicked on this one, so can you see the chart is created now? Look, correct? And now if I select this chart visualization and if I go into format visuals, am I getting the same option which I was getting into this table view?
No. It's
No,
a little bit different.
correct. Because this graph contains the x-axis and the y-axis, right? But in table, we do not have the x-axis, y-axis, correct? So it means in this format your visuals option, you will be able to see all the formatting related options as per your visualization. Like if I have selected the table, then related to the table, I am getting all these formatting options. If I will select this chart or the graph, then related to that, whatever the formatting options we will have related to that, we will be able to see that one only. Okay, so always remember this point. So like I'm just gonna select this graph and now go into format visuals. I'm able to see. Now I want to perform this formatting. Let's see the first two formatting I'm just talking about. In the x-axis, you are able to see this category, and y-axis you are able to see the sum of sales, which is the title. Correct? So I do not want to show this category at the bottom because I know technology, furniture, office supplies, all these are my categories. Or I will mention in the title. But this x-axis title and this y-axis title, I do not want to display. So related to x-axis formatting, go into this x-axis, and here you are able to see the title, right? Turn this off. Look, category has gone. Look, if I turn on, getting category. Turn off, category removed. Yes or no? Correct? If you want to
Yes.
rename this, you can expand, and you can also rename this if you want to mention any other name instead of this category. Okay. So I have turned this off. Now, same for the y-axis I need to perform. Expand this y-axis, scroll it down, and you can see the title. If I will turn this off, this sum of sales will disappear. Click on toggle button. Look, right? You can see. Okay. So these two formatting has been performed. So first of all, everyone just create this visualization. This one, clustered column chart for this category and sales, and uncheck for this x-axis and y-axis title. Just perform till here and see everyone is getting the same thing or not. Then I'll move further. Is it done, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, what we have to do, we need to work on this title. Like as of now, you are able to see the title, sum of sales by category. So I need to give the title as a sales by category and some formatting like the background color, alignment and all. So for the title related formatting, where we have to go?
General.
Very good. General, then title. Go into title and you can see the title. So I can change it like sum of keyword I have removed. So you can see the sales by category. Now I want to perform this formatting like here. If I say this Arial black or any other font, if you want to change it, it's up to you. Okay. Like I selected, I want to increase some font size. So directly in this box, if you want to type, you can type it. Like if I say 18 and enter, you can see. Okay, 18 is the font size. In the background color, I want to give some color, background color. So suppose I given as a background color is this, and the font color is white, like this. If you want to keep the center alignment, click on the center. So you can see this is center aligned. Okay, this one. You can increase this, like I said, 20. And now, if I just want to give the border, so for the border, where I will go? Effect, correct? Effect. And for the border, what we have to do? Turn on this visual border,
Yes.
correct? And now, once I will just expand this one, so here it will ask me the pixels, right? So I said like the 11 pixels, for example. So if you see, so the title is coming and the rounded corners is coming in my graph, correct? Just perform this, everyone. Give the title as a sales by category and the rounded corners. And do let me know if you have performed this successfully. Is it done, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the next formatting we have to do, here you are able to see the name, technology, furniture, office supplies. So some font I want to increase, okay, for the x-axis and y-axis. So select your visualization, format your visuals, x-axis, and you can see the value, right? So increase some font. You can see it got increased. If you want to make it as a bold, you can click on a bold. Same for the y-axis, I can increase, and here go into this values and increase this font, and like I did, bold. Okay, so x-axis and y-axis font, I have increased this one. Okay, just perform this x-axis and y-axis font. In the x-axis, you can see these values, and under values, you can see this font. So I have given like this 11, and then in the y-axis, these values will be like this. So you have to expand this values section, and here give the font. Okay. Now, seeing this graph or seeing this visualization, if I ask you, please tell me that what is the sales has been done in technology, furniture, and office suppliers. So can you tell me the exact figure?
No.
No, right? So for the exact figure, what we have to do is we have to add this data labels, which is turn on this data labels. I did turn on. So can you see the amount? 4.7 million sales for technology, 4.1 million is for furniture, and 3.8 is for office suppliers. Simply turn on these data labels. And now if data labels related formatting you want to do, expand the data labels, and here you can see the values. Okay. And now I can increase the font. Like I did 11, want to make it as a bold, I can make it as a bold now. It is clear, everyone?
Yes.
Add the, okay. Now, and always remember, it's not about that if you import any data, it will show in the million. No, it depends on your data set. If your data set contains that much values which can convert into the millions or the billions or the thousands, so automatically it will detect the display unit. Okay, but if you want to change it, like I said, no, I do not want to show in the million, I want to show into the thousands. This is my user requirement. So what you have to do is you have to select the visualization, and then same, you have to go into this data labels, and if you scroll it down, if you expand these values, can you see this display unit, right? This display unit is what? As of now, this display unit is into the auto mode, and you can convert this one. Okay, if you click on the none, it will show the whole figure, the entire figure. Okay, but now if I just want to go for the thousands, I can go for the thousands. Can you see? It is showing in the thousands now.
Yes.
Correct. And now here you can also handle the decimal points. Like here, the two decimals are coming. If you want to show only the one decimal, so you can see the values, the decimal places. So in this box, click, and now the number of decimal you want to display. So I said the one, so you can see the one decimal. If you will put the zero, so it will show as a round figure. You can see. Okay, so like the maximum, either you can go for the one decimal or max to max the two decimal. Okay, but I mean, this is basically the things which you have to take care of. Otherwise, if you just go for the four decimal, it will show the four. If you'll give the five decimal, it will show the five. But the best thing is either go for the one decimal or go for max to max the two decimal. Okay, so I have changed the display unit to the thousands, and I have just given the decimal as a two decimal points. Okay, now just tell me one thing. The sales values you have shown into the which unit?
Y axis.
No. Unit, 1000.
Yes.
Labels are into
Yes.
1000, but my y-axis is showing what?
Millions.
Million.
Million. So this is incorrect or not? If
Yeah, yes.
my bar is showing as a thousand, but my y-axis is into millions, so actually this is incorrect, na? There is no comparison. Got the
Yes.
point? So this
Yes.
millions, y-axis which is into millions, I want to show into the thousands. So go into this y-axis, expand, then go into this values, and you can see the display unit. So same, select the thousands from here. Can you see the thousands now?
Yes.
Correct, this one. And now same, if you want to go for the one decimal or the two decimal, you can mention here, like I said, the two decimal, you can see like this. If you say the one, you can see. If you want to go for the zero or don't mention anything, it will be into the round figure. Okay, so this is basically the way how you can go for. And now if suppose I say I want to reset all the formatting which I have performed for this values section, so they have just given this reset to default. If once I'll just click on this one, so all my formatting which I have performed related to my values section, like increases the font or change the display unit or bold or formatting, whatever you have done for these values, everything is going to set as a default, whatever earlier was. Okay, so now in this way I can go for this one. So this is the way how you can change the display unit. Okay, so just change the display unit for this y-axis and for this data labels, and see you are able to perform this or not. Just perform this for data labels and for y-axis. Just change the display unit to the thousands. Is it done, everyone?
Yes, done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here, suppose if you see in your graph, so here you are able to see some grid lines over here in the background. Okay. If you go into these grid lines, you can see the grid lines are into the horizontal, which are into the dotted now. You can see. Okay. If I change the color, then you will be able to see. Look, I change this color. Can you see this dotted line at the background?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
If I increase the width, then you will be able to see them more. Look, right? So these are the grid lines. Okay. If you want to turn this off, if you turn this off, it will remove this one. Okay. If you want to convert into the dash, so you can see this is into dash. If you want to go for the solid line, you can go for the solid line also. If you'll just select this solid, so your horizontal grid lines are going to be converted into the solid. Okay. So if like this, you can see. Okay. But if you do not want to represent this one, you can simply turn this off. Turn off. That's it. So your grid lines will get removed from here. Okay. So these kind of things, you can just perform this kind of a formatting. Okay. And like this here in the background, if I want to fill something, so plot area background. And now you can browse any image and you can put it at a backend. Okay, you can browse the image, then you can go for the normal fit or the fix or complete fit or whatever stretch you want to go for or fill. So you can go for this. Okay, so this is nothing but the image if I just want to go with. Okay, so here the main purpose was let you know that today that if you see for the table view or the table visuals we have created also this column chart view. So you can see that the formatting is completely different. Okay, so it's not about that formatting is completely common or formatting related actions you are able to see the common for all the visuals. No, it depend on that what visuals you have selected. According to that, you will be able to see the options for the format your visuals. Okay, is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, great. You can keep it anywhere. Okay. Okay. You can adjust this graph also. Now, here, suppose if you want to create a pie chart. Okay. So let's see. Category, sales. I have just click on a sales. Let it select. And then I will just click on this pie chart, nothing else. So you can see the pie chart is created now. Okay. Now, what I just need to do, I just want to perform the formatting over here. This normal formatting I'm just talking about, which is common, which is basically like I say, the title related, okay, font related. So what you will do, again, you will just go into general, you will change everything, then the formatting and all. Yes or no? Correct? Border related.
Yes.
So look, like for this column chart, what formatting I have implemented, that formatting I want to implement into my this pie chart. So there is one most important thing or very easy thing. You can select this chart graph. Can you see this format painter option? Go into this format painter and click on this pie chart. Look, formatting is implemented automatically or not?
Yeah.
Okay, simply that's done. Okay, what I have to do it now here, this title, on the top, like sum of sales by category, I want to mention like say sales contribution by category. So I will just go into format visuals, title, and here I will say sales contribution by category. Okay. And now in the right hand side, you are able to see these categories which are nothing but known as the legends. If you turn off, you will not be able to see the legends. If you turn on, you will able to see the legends. And this legends position, you can change it anywhere. If you expand this, you can see center right, top left, top center. If I say the top left, I just click on this top left. So you can see it. Okay, you can see on the top left. Okay, and if you do not want to show this title which is coming as a category, if you turn this off, you can see the category keyword is turn off. Okay, so if you do not want to show the legend, you can turn this off. That's completely fine. But now seeing this graph, okay, always remember pie chart basically we use to show the contribution, which is basically into the percentage. But here along with this percentage, you are able to see the total sales or not, 3.7 million, 4.74 and so on.
Yes.
Correct. But and seeing this graph, if I ask you, please tell me this 4.74 million sales, which is 37.53% contribution, represent to which category? You will not be able to tell me. Correct. If I show the legends, so seeing the color, you can tell me, okay, blue color represents the technology, like sky blue, dark blue furniture, and office appliances orange or the amber color. But if I say along with this numbers, I want to show my category name also. So go into this detail label, and here you can see the label contents. In the label contents, if you click on this down arrow, and you can see I say I want to show the category and percentage of total. If I'll select this, you will be able to see the category name and the percentage. Can you see this one? So I say office supplies is this much percent contribution, technology is this one, furniture is this one. So which category is the highest contributor in the sales?
Technology.
Correct, technology. Okay, so in this way you can go for this, and you can change the color of individual slices as well. Okay, this can be requirement. Like I said, this is the default color, but I want to change the color, like technology, I want to convert in green color and so on and so forth. So you can go into slices. So in the slices, you are able to see the technology, furniture and office supplies color. Click on the down arrow like I did for the technology. And here I want to go for the green color. Are you able to see the green color on the screen?
No.
No. So go for this more color. If you'll click on this more color, can you see this RGB concept, right? If you selected this green, and in the green, then you can select that which green, the dark green or the light green, okay? Any green color you can select as per your requirement, and you can simply click it outside anywhere. Look, it is converted in green. Furniture, if you want to change the color for the furniture, you can change the color for the furniture as well. Like I say, this color I have taken for furniture. And for the office suppliers, if I just want to change the color to this, you can see. Okay, so I can change the color of this one also. Understood? Where we have seen this legends, we have seen the detail labels concept, where we have converted this label contents to category and percentage of total, and we have work on these slices. Okay, just perform these three things at your end for the pie chart.
Done for me.
Okay, great. Let the others complete. It is done, everyone.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, great. So for the today, we can just keep the session till here. Okay. And this file I will just share with the team, this Power BI, basically the file. Okay. Let me save this. Okay. So I'll share with this, the team. So you will get it. And please keep that data set with you, which is basically the sales data set, which is already shared with you guys. And that data set we will just use for these visualizations. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, everyone. Have a great day. We will connect.
Anoop,
Yeah.
like if we want to save this file, so just we need to like
Control S.
control S, right?
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
else.
Normal save. Control S. Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay. Thank you.